that the guest who booked the property told the host they needed temporary shelter from smoke caused by the Kincaid fire burning in Northern California. The renter claimed the group was small and included people with asthma who needed clean air. That story secured the booking. What actually occurred bore no resemblance to that explanation. In the days leading up to Halloween, social media posts advertised a large mansion party. Guests arrived from outside Orinda, including individuals connected to San Francisco and Marin City. As evening turned into night, the crowd inside the house grew into the dozens, with estimates nearing 100 people. Music was loud, alcohol was present, people moved freely between floors. Firearms were also present, though the number and locations were unknown to most attendees. The house, designed for temporary lodging, became an unmanaged event space. There was no security, no supervision, and no clear authority. Tension followed the crowd inside. Shortly before 10:45 p.m., violence erupted. Law enforcement later made clear that the gunfire did not come from outside. The shooting unfolded inside the home, across multiple rooms and levels. Investigators described the scene as a bloodbath. Hundreds of shell casings were found scattered across floors, countertops, and furniture. Gunfire came from the kitchen and an upper floor. Bullets struck walls and ceilings at close range, showing how confined and chaotic the space had become. The shooting was not random. Authorities later concluded the violence involved rival gang members, primarily associated with San Francisco and Marin City. At least 2 of the people who were killed were armed and may have fired weapons during the exchange. Investigative leads indicated the confrontation may have begun after a dispute inside the party, possibly involving an attempted theft of personal property. Other leads examined whether the violence was retaliation for a prior gang-related shooting in San Francisco. What is clear is that existing conflicts entered the house along with the guests. Panic followed immediately. People ran toward exits, pushing through crowded hallways. Some hid in rooms. Others fled through the backyard and scattered into nearby hills and neighboring yards. Calls to 911 flooded dispatch lines as reports of shots fired inside the house came in from partygoers and nearby residents. At that moment, Orinda had only 2 patrol officers on duty. Call logs later revealed both officers were tied up on another call in Oakland when the shooting began. Contra Costa County Sheriff's deputies and officers from neighboring agencies responded as quickly as possible. But by the time law enforcement arrived on Lucille Way, the gunfire had stopped. The house was filled with wounded victims, shell casings, and survivors in shock. 5 people ultimately died from gunshot wounds,